Hi, it's Katie May here from groupguru.org. I want to welcome you to video number 2 about what is the right way to market your groups. So first off, thank you to everyone who commented, who emailed me, who put a comment on Facebook, who really engaged with video number 1. In my first video of this series, we talked about how you can get stuck in the hows. And what I mean by that is how thinking about your vision and thinking about what you need to do each day can sometimes keep you stuck. That when you feel like your vision is all the way over here and that there's so much to do to get there and that you feel so overwhelmed by it that you essentially feel like you can't move forward and you don't take action steps, that this can keep you stuck from meeting your goal even sooner. So what I want you to hear is that you can have the group that you want to have. And when you can have a clear vision of what that group is and what you want it to look like, whether you have the space or whether you have the experience or whether you feel like you're ready, you actually can do it even sooner than you believe that you can. And all you need is the tools and the know-how, and that's what I want to share with you. And a lot of what I'm going to share with you today about the marketing and how to best market your group. So if you missed my first video or if you're just getting to know me, I am Katie K. May, your group guru, and I just created my 6th group in my practice. So I have 5 full groups and I'm halfway through filling a 6th, which means that brings my income from those 6 hours alone in my group to about $8,600. So that's really exciting. And what I want you to hear is that you can do that too. So that's not something unique to me. You know, I'm a therapist just like you. I have the same training that you do, but I also have a tried and true set of marketing tools, and that's what I'm about to share with you now. So a lot of you have asked me, what is the right way to market my group? And what I want to share with you is that there is no right way, that it really depends. So there's a few questions that I'll ask you, and then I'll give you some specifics. First off, where do your ideal clients hang out? Are they hanging out online? Are they hanging out at networking events? You know, are they at the park with their kids? Are they getting referrals from doctors or from school counselors? So you want to find out, you really want to get to know your ideal client and where they're getting their information from, because when you have that information, it's going to help you better target your marketing efforts to the people who need to hear it and in the places where they need to hear it. What I want to share with you is my top 5 ways that I market my groups, because I want you to have the specifics for what works for me, and then you can really tweak it and make it your own and figure out what works for you. The number 1 way that I get referrals for my group is through community outreach, and that looks different for different people. So I send out emails to other therapists and to the psychiatric hospital. There are several that surround my office where I now have connections. And I send out emails to doctors' offices, and I send out emails to other specialists who also support the clients that I work with, like psychiatrists. So you really want to think about who are the other people that are supporting your client and begin to make connections with them. And by doing so, you really just want to create a genuine connection. You want to show that you want to support the awesome work that this other person is doing with your ideal client, or you want to support the work that this other person who's connected with your client may be able to share with them. So just reach out, authentically connect, let them know you're there. Don't ask for too much in return. I like to say offer value, offer genuine connection, and let the relationship build. You know, lots of therapists will say like, okay, I reached out to 10 therapists who are working with my ideal client individually. Why aren't they referring people for group? Because you have to build the relationship, because it's not just one email, it's several emails, it's a phone call, it's getting to know them and who you can refer to them. It's about reciprocity. So take your time and begin to build relationships with other specialists and therapists in your community. The second way that I get clients often for my groups is through my consistent weekly blogging. So I put an article each week on my blog, but I also send it out as a newsletter. And I have over 200 people from the community that are mostly parents looking for support, tips, tricks, and techniques to help their kids and help their teens that follow my newsletter every week and open it and subscribe to it. So what I want you to hear there is that it's about consistency. Again, building the relationship, you know, continuing to provide value week after week, continuing to plant those seeds so that when you're ready to harvest, when you're ready to say, hey, I have this group, would you be interested? They are interested because now they know, like, and trust you, and they're ready to believe that you are the person who can help them or their child. The next way that I get clients, number 3, is through strategic social media marketing. And there are several things that are strategic about it. So strategic ads that I place, and I don't rely on them, but I do when I'm starting a new group. I will use them about twice while I'm starting the new group. Once when I'm starting it, and then again before the enrollment deadline to let everyone know that there's an enrollment deadline coming up, because sometimes creating a little bit of scarcity can help people move with the urgency that they need to. It's about supporting them and making a decision to move forward. So you definitely want to, if you're boosting ads or if you're creating an ad on Facebook, you want to give an enrollment deadline so that people know when they need to sign up by. Also, just by providing consistent value to my followers on a daily basis. When I'm filling a new group, I'm posting at least 3 times a day. Now I'm scheduling that out so I'm not stuck at my computer all day, but when I'm building, I want to make sure that the people who need to hear my message can hear my message, because let's be real, there's lots of puppies and babies and political posts on everyone's Facebook page. So we need to cut through that noise. We need to be something different. So consistently providing value, curating articles, sharing your tips online, putting inspirational quotes or whatever, whatever relates to your group, putting them up. So you want to be consistent and offer value. The next way that I fill my groups, number 4, is with current clients that I have, individual clients, and by providing amazing customer service in my current groups. So with current clients, I might talk about my group or something we did in group, or leave something out from group so that they question it and then we can talk about it. Or I might just share like, hey, this sounds like something that I talk a lot about in my group. Is that something that you'd be interested in? And then with my current groups, I provide amazing customer service. I do awesome groups. Everybody loves the groups. I make sure they leave laughing. I make sure they leave high vibe and happy. And I also connect after each group, and I send an email and a recap, and I give, homework and extra worksheets and provide value that way. So, I do work hard to make my group something that other people aren't offering, because I want to make sure that if you're joining a group, you're getting everything that you need from it, and you're getting amazing customer service and amazing value. It's an experience. It's about a transformative experience more than it is just showing up for an hour a week. The 5th and final way that I get clients into my group is through Tripwire offers. Now I have a whole training on this that's actually that training message below, and I can send it over to you. So what I mean by Tripwire offer is a one-time event at a lower cost to get people through the door to connect with me and to see how I work. And then I follow up with them and let them know that I have an ongoing group. And if they're a good fit, I let them know I think they'd be a good fit. And then I invite them to join me. So those are the 5 ways that I get the most clients from into my groups. And I'm going to recap them for you. Community outreach to other specialists, to other therapists, to doctors' offices, consistent weekly blogging and offering value without asking for anything in return. I go by the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time I'm offering value, 20% of the time I'm asking for them to sign up or hop on an intake call or download something free so that I know that they're engaged. Third way is strategic social media marketing, posting at least 3 times a day, and ads at least twice if I'm filling a new group. Then I talk to my current group members, that's number 4, about the group and let them know if I think they'd be a good fit. And number 5 is one-time events or workshops to get people through the door and allow them to know, like, and trust me so that they can begin to make a decision and explore group as another option. So my suggestion to you is to choose 2 that stand out to you, because you really want to do what makes sense for you. One of the biggest mistakes that I see therapists make is that they try and do everything and then they're not consistent in anything and they feel like it's too much work and they get overwhelmed and then they stop. And that's kind of like knocking at somebody's door and running away, right? You want to be consistent. You want to show up and show value so that people know who you are and they can believe in you and they can trust that you're someone that can help them or that can help their family. So keep going, choose 2 and give it a good 3 months and see how it works for you. So don't stop too soon. That's the other mistake that I see therapists make, is that they stop too soon and they say it's not working and then it never works because they stop too soon. So choose to keep going, see what works for you, see what you feel good about, and really try those two things. In my next video, I'm going to talk all about how to keep those group members, how to provide that amazing customer service, how to provide amazing groups, how to ensure that if someone's interested in your group, they're showing up for your group, they're not canceling or not showing up at the last minute, and how to keep that group going. Because, you know, it's one thing to market and get them in the seats, and it's quite another to have them in the group and have them interested and engaged and to continue to grow. So that is what I have for you today. What I will ask of you is put in the comments below, what are the 2 ways that you're going to try to market? What are the 2 ways that you're going to try to consistently market? And what do you think has been holding you back in your marketing efforts so far? You know, don't quit too soon. Make sure you're staying consistent. So tell us the 2 ways you're going to try and what that first small step is going to be so that we can cheer you on and hold you accountable, and be on the lookout for video number 3, because there will be a lot more valuable content for you there too. So again, I'm Katie May from groupguru.org, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.